I made it out of clay. Hey! Happy holidays, everybody. Happy Hanukkah. Third night of Hanukkah. That's why I'm playing Dreidel, Dreidel, Dreidel. It is 5 o'clock on a Friday, and that means it's time for Carlos's Kitchen and Cocktails. Again, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy third night of Hanukkah, as you can hear by the music in the background. Dreidel, Dreidel, Dreidel. Antonio Ortiz, all the way from Chicago. You're my first one on, my love. We are done with Christmas and heading into New Year. I'm already working on my beach body, as you can tell. Fabulous, isn't it? What a crazy holiday this has been. I don't know about you. I had a good one. I hope you had a good holiday, Antonio. Just you and I right now, so we can talk. We'll be talking candid. You know. What can you do? My mother-in-law was supposed to come down on Christmas Eve. She was supposed to drive down on Christmas Eve, and they packed the car the night before, so like the 23rd, and they were going to jump in the car at 5 in the morning, do like an 8-hour drive down, and the car wouldn't start. It was so sad. They tried and tried to get they even went to get parts, and like around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, she said, forget it, we're not going to, because it's an 8-hour drive, so they couldn't make it down, which was sad. And then we went to Daniel's family house, and it was like the house, it's like 5 minutes from here. The car hit a power line and knocked out the electricity like for all day. So we were having Christmas Day dinner and party via candlelight. It was kind of romantic. I kept calling it the Little House on the Prairie Christmas Day party. Hello, Jeffrey Garza, my dear friend. Hello, happy holiday, Merry Christmas. Good to see you. I'm already working at, we're going towards the New Year, so I'm working on my beach body. I think I'm doing all right. Because summer's coming. Oh, Lord. I like food too much to work this hard. No. Oh, wow, I got a bunch of people on. Ricky's on. I just saw Bill Gay. And I don't know who else some of these other people are, but hey, welcome everybody. Adrian Decaney's on. Happy holidays. Happy third day of Hanukkah. Jesus Cano, that's who that picture is. It's Jesus. All right, papito, ¿cómo está? Feliz Navidad. Ricky's on. Fabulous. Jeffrey. All right. This is going to be fun. So this is my last show of 2024. Because next week we were going to be in 2025. So, our last chance for Christmas holiday cocktails. I've got 2 fun ones. One I've made for you guys before, but everybody's always asking for. I literally have people texting me or sending me, IMs about this recipe for it because they remember it. And it's a good recipe. And then the other one, Ricky and Jeffrey have tried because I brought it to Jeffrey's house for his Christmas party that he just had a week ago. And it was what a fun Christmas party that was. They had a contest where every couple brought a signature drink, and then they served it to everybody else at the party. Thank God there were only 7 couples. We still got smashed. And then everybody voted for the best cocktail, and Daniel and I won with this cocktail. So we're very excited. Jonathan Woodward, it's so good to see you, cousin. Good evening. I can't stick around, but want to say hello, happy New Year, Jonathan. Your aunt Diane is usually on, but she's not going to be able to make it tonight either, and your cousin Daniel is at work. So I will pass on the well wishes, Jonathan. I hope you have a wonderful New Year as well. My gorgeous sister-in-law, Sheila Penaranda, has finally returned to the show. Which is funny because your husband, my brother Rick, loves the first drink we're going to make. He's one of the people who's always asking me, how do you make that again? So, yeah, it's going to be fun. I got a charcuterie board with some fun things. I love goat cheese, and this is the herb one with garlic and stuff, and these are like little garlic crackers. So yeah, this is always good stuff. And I got some Gouda, because Gouda is Gouda. Sorry, it's sticking in my well. Now we had a good Christmas, Sheila. I saw you had you have a new little addition to your family, a new kitten. That's very cute. I saw it on your Facebook. And it's she, right? She's very cute. Ugh. I just want to know how Tucker, your older cat, is taking well to the new addition. Because sometimes cats, they don't like new additions. Or it takes some time to win them over anyways, right? So, plus, you know, all your little knickknacks everywhere, I hope this is not a climbing kitten. It's going to drive me nuts if she is. You have to put a bell on her. Yay! We had a good Christmas here. Like I said, you know, missed some family because the car broke down so they couldn't make it down. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine. So, there you go. I am thirsty. I don't know about you guys. I'm parched. I'm very, very parched. I've been working on dinner. Dinner's in the Instapot now. Just got to finish it up after the show. I made red beans and rice for dinner tonight. New Orleans style. It's going to be delicious. Especially on a cold night like tonight. It's going to be really good when Daniel gets home. Our tiny little Olive. Olive! I couldn't remember the name of the cat. They're tolerating each other. Okay, well that's promising. That is very promising. Hopefully they'll become best buds, right? And they'll play and cuddle and wreak havoc together in your home. Because, yeah, my puppy's wreaking havoc. So if I have somebody wreaking havoc, you need one too. All right, you guys. I'm going to make this first cocktail. This is a fan favorite. They're great for the holidays. I usually make them around the holidays. My brother Rick loves them. I think he actually makes them at home now himself. And if you guys know my brother Rick, you know he likes his margarita. So this is a margarita that I'm making. And it's a great one for the fall. Great one for the holidays. I'm going to make you guys a apple cider margarita. So there you go. These are always really good. They're super easy to make. And hello, Alden. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome on. Welcome on. We're just getting ready to start with our apple cider margarita. I'm going to have another little cheese and salami here. Because, you know, I like cheese and salami. So, it's always fun to rim these glasses. So for this apple cider margarita, we're going to rim the glass in, we're going to do a salt sweet. So we're going to rim it in cinnamon and salt. All right? I'm going to grab a glass. And I got the cinnamon salt. Okay, there it is. So I've already got my lime cut. I'm going to use the lime to just get the glass there. And again, you always kind of want to do this before you start making your cocktail. Again, so that it allows whatever you're using as to rim your glass with, it gives it that time while you're making your cocktail to adhere to the glass. All right, and then I got my cinnamon and salt mixture right there. We're just going to get that all on there. Perfect. Now we're just going to pop this in the refrigerator real quick and start to make the drink. And by the time the drink is ready, the lime juice and everything will have really congealed to the glass, and it'll be easier for pouring and for serving and everything else. So there we go. Into the refrigerator it goes. Now we're going to grab our shaker. We're going to add ice with my new fabulous ice machine from my new fabulous refrigerator. Thank you, Jeffrey Garza, again. And there we go. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. Perfect. Okay, so this, you're going to need 2 ounces of your favorite tequila. Like you guys know, I prefer using a silver tequila when I'm doing a flavored margarita. So that way you get those flavors. If you want a little smoky flavor, then go ahead and use an añejo or reposado. Somebody just came on. Giovanni! Hey, Giovanni! I need 2 ounces. Merry Christmas, Giovanni. Happy holidays. 1 and 2 ounces. Virgin, mother and child. I need 1 ounce of an orange liqueur for this one. Triple sec. You can use Grand Marnier. You can use Cointreau. You can use the Patron Citronge. I'm going to go with the basic triple sec for this one. I'm not going to get too fancy because there's other big time flavors, and I'm not going to waste a good, like a good Cointreau when I'm going to be putting all these other flavors in it. So we're just going to go with simple triple sec. 1 ounce, that's right. Lost track there. Getting old. 1 ounce. Now we're going to do 1.5 ounces of our apple cider. My favorite, of course, from Trader Joe's. I'm almost out of it. Ugh. Means I got to go get some more. It smells so good. We're going to do 1.5 ounces of that. 1.5. And then we're going to do, we need 1/2 ounce of our lemon juice. So I got that fresh squozed right here. I know, fancy, right? 1/2 ounce of the lemon juice. Because you don't want this to be too tart. It was a regular margarita, plain margarita, I just put a full ounce. And then you're supposed to put simple syrup. But I was going through recipes and I saw one where they used, for the apple cider one, they use maple syrup. So we're going to do it with maple syrup. That sounds so yummy. An old-time fair friend making homemade car orange liqueur. Hell yeah. So we need 1 ounce of our maple syrup. 1 ounce. Boom. Savior is born. There we go. Christ the Savior is born. Yes, he was. And we're going to shake that up. Shake a, shake a, shake a. Until it gets nice and cold. The outside is all nice and cold. All right. Going to grab our glass that's been sitting in the refrigerator. I'm going to add some ice to that as well. Fabulous. I love it. An ice machine that works. Pour that in. And then you could garnish this with cinnamon sticks. A dried orange would be nice. Pomegranate seeds, rosemary sprig. All of those things would be really good with this. Cheers. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. That is so good. So good. The maple syrup really adds that extra flavor. I love the salt with the cinnamon mix, the sweet and salt. It's so good. This is so good. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Hello, Eddie. Merry Christmas to you, all the way up in Florida. Florida. Gonna have some more cheese. More cheese. I love goat cheese. I need to eat more of it. I like goat cheese. It's not for everybody, but I like it. Everything's well, thank y'all. Final week of 2024. Yes, it is. May 2025 be very prosperous. Because I need it. Nummy nummy. So my mother-in-law was supposed to be here with my brother-in-law Michael, for those of you just signing on. But they were going to drive down Christmas Eve because there's no traffic and they can fly down the 5 because they live in Northern California. They live in Redding, Red Bluff, which is like 2 hours from the Oregon border. So it's like a 9-hour trip by car. So the 23rd, they packed up the car with all the presents and everything. Stuff she wanted to bring for the house here, the backyard. She had some cuttings of fruit trees she wanted to plant in the back. She had all the food ready in the stove, sitting on the oven. They woke up the next morning real early at 4. They packed the rest of the food and everything in the car. They jumped in the car wouldn't start. Would not start. She was so upset. They tried for hours. They finally give up trying to get the car working. I mean, Michael pulled things apart, looked at things. They went and bought a new battery. They went and bought a new ignition switch, put that in the car. They're still not sure what it is. And around 1:30, 2 o'clock, Mom just finally said, you know what? we are being told not to go down. It was pouring rain, they said up there. So, because if she had gotten in the car at 2:30, she wouldn't, an 8-hour drive, and they were trying to make it for the family party. I know, it's such a bummer. They were trying to make it for Daniel's cousin's family, or Daniel's uncle's family party, Diane's brother, who lives 5 minutes from here. And then, right around like 11 o'clock, we got a text from his uncle, who the party was at, saying a car ran into one of the electric poles and they had lost power in their entire block. So, we were having a Little House on the Prairie Christmas Day party with candlelights and flashlights, and everybody cooked all their food and brought it to the house. Yeah, it was fun. But they finally got their power on at like 9 o'clock at night, so it was a very interesting Christmas day. Oh well. Bailey, you like my apron? I'm already working on my summer body. You know, I got to start early. Because there's a lot of body to work on. I love this apron too. Everybody likes it. It fits like perfect. This will be the last day of Christmas music for this. The next Carlos's Kitchen and Cocktails, we'll have regular music again. I know, tiny waist, right? Thank you. I mentioned to my friend Ricky, I think I sent them a picture, that it was a Little House on the Prairie Christmas party. And snapped a picture with all the candlelight and everything. He asked me if I was Nellie Olson. I'm like, you know I was. Holding court. Nummies. This is good. Can't wait to... Gonna have good dinner tonight. It's gonna be fun. I just gotta make the rice. Gotta make a pot of rice. But that's quick and easy. I have a rice cooker. I'll just throw it in there. I want to see these pictures. I'll have to send them. I can post them, I guess. Nellie. Who I happen to know. I know the actress Alison Arngrim. I know her not very well, but I know her well enough that we say hi to each other whenever we see each other. She's very nice. Very, very sweet. She ended up doing entertainment for one of the cruises Daniel and I went on. She did a one-woman show. It was quite funny. And then you got to ask her a question. Anything you wanted to ask her. She didn't even care if it was off color. You know? She didn't care. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Carrie Von, Harry Christmas, Birdie Nom Nom. Yes. Her and Alison Arngrim and why can't I remember the actress who played Laura? They still are. They're still very good friends. They do all kinds of things together still. As well as the actor who played Laura's husband, who played Manly. Apparently, all three of them are really good friends. They spend holidays together. They go to each other's parties, that kind of stuff. I know, 50 years. Isn't that crazy? Hello, Carrie, my love. Carrie, remember the holidays at Bath and Body Works? How crazy they would get, and I'd bring in that coffee maker, and we'd have that thing running 24/7 in the back for all of the employees. And that thing was constantly being used. And we would switch off buying creamer and sugar and just the kids run to. It was like we were just constantly drinking coffee back there, constantly to stay awake, get some energy. Melissa Gilbert, yes, that's her name. Oh Lord, those were the days working at Bath and Body Works during the holidays. Well, we made it fun. Carrie was the store manager. I was her assistant. I remember we had so much fun. Well, you did, though. Carrie and I would sing at the top of our lungs to the music, the overhead music. We didn't care if we sang bad or not. And then we would make contests for the employees, because we had all these amazing gift baskets that would come in. So we would and we needed them to be sold. So we'd always get like the most expensive gift basket, and we would tell whoever can sell this gift basket, we'll buy them, a coffee bean and tea gift card, or we'll buy them a gift card from one of the local restaurants or something. Boy, they were on it. Those kids were on it. We were the best team. We had a fun crew. We did good sales. For the most part, we did good sales. We had a fun crew. They were loyal to us. Like, we asked them to do something, they were on it. It was a fun crew. I miss those fun days. I do. You and I would have been good district managers, girl. Yes, we would have. I've kind of toyed with the idea of going back for, what was it? Setup? Scene change, whatever they called it. The Almanac team, but they don't call it Almanac anymore. They changed the name to that too. That's right, Sheila worked there too. Yep. Yeah, you bought a bunch of those old tea stain props that we had. I have, I don't know if you guys can see. Can you see at that? Oh, you can't really see. I have a Bath & Body Works Christmas tree prop that they sold at the end of the season sitting on my front porch. It lights up and everything. I just popped it out there. It looks really good. I know, extra money. Just give me a table, give me my paper, and I'll do it. And just hope they have all the product, remember? Sometimes you didn't have all the product and you had to improvise. Oh, Lord. Those were the days. I think I felt more in here. Yes! All right. Maybe 1.5 margaritas. I should probably pull this off. Yes. Because we're going to need that shaker for the next cocktail. I've been following your Facebook post, Carrie. Your kids are getting huge. Big and beautiful, your kids. You retired the wagon. It was so cool. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, Carrie, my sister-in-law bought the Bath & Body Works wagon. Remember the wagon? That used to be like in the front window. We would decorate it for all the different holidays. She bought it off of Bath & Body Works. You are a lucky mama. I remember you being pregnant and working at the store. Yeah, that was fun. And then you left and I got a grumpy store manager who butted heads with me a few times until I kind of had to have a sit down, come to Jesus talk with her. Primo Carlos Patiño, all the way from New Jersey. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Yeah, Sheila had the wagon on her front porch. When she got it, they put it on the front porch, and I think you turned it around so you couldn't see the Bath & Body Works logo. And then Sheila decorated it for every holiday on her front porch. It looked so cute. Just a little house on the prairie. I know, it was so cute. And then do you remember the yellow hutch that we used to keep in the store? I think it used to be mostly like all of the foam hand sanitizers and stuff. It was a yellow hutch. It had 2 doors and like 3 levels. Sheila got that too. And she repainted that, and that's in her backyard. And I think it's like that's where you keep like your glasses for like cocktails and stuff. Feliz Navidad, primo! Yeah, we decorated those things like crazy. So, primo, this is a Apple Cider Margarita. Super easy to make for a party. Everybody loves them. So good. It's 2 ounces of tequila, 1 ounce of triple sec, 1.5 ounces of apple cider, any kind you like. I get mine from Trader Joe's. And then half an ounce of lemon juice and 1 ounce of maple syrup. In the shaker, pour. It's delicious, primo. They're great for the holidays. Especially if you make tamales. Ooh, this would be good with tamales. I feel like we're serious. Sometimes trees, sometimes, yeah. It's good stuff, primo. Good stuff. I'm just saying. And I got my charcuterie board. Time for some more cheese. There we go. This is a good change for me because I've been drinking a lot of wine at all the family parties. I had a ton of wine. So I kept bringing bottles of wine. Daniel's cousin is in town. She's my favorite of his cousins, Gina, and she loves wine. So when her and I were just constantly open, try this. Oh, that's right. You also took one of the wine barrels. I forgot about the wine barrels. Where's Rick? All right. Numero uno, done. Safiri. Yeah. All right. So that one's done. Let me rinse this out. Hey, stop that. It keeps knocking over. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Oh well, it's broken in half now. All right, so this next cocktail is a lot of fun. It's very tasty. Like I said, Daniel and I made this cocktail in large batch. So it's really easy. You can make big batches of this too. For my friend Jeffrey Garza's party, I don't know if Jeffrey's still on. I don't see his picture, but he might still be on. Jeffrey's Christmas party, he had 7 couples there, and each couple had to make a signature drink. You had to make enough to serve 12 people. So you didn't count yourself. Enough to serve 12 people. And everybody got to taste it and then move on to the next. We had a full dinner. He gave us a full dinner too, so we all drank a lot of water and carb load before we started the cocktail session. Then we started the cocktail session. We still got trashed. And it was so much fun. And so Daniel and I won the contest with this. And I was shocked because there were some really good cocktails. There were some really cute, clever holiday cocktails there. They were all yummy. They were all yummy. And we won. So this is called Jingle Juice. We won with our Jingle Juice. It was a lot of fun, Alden. I thought, what a great idea for a party. And he did it last year. Daniel and I were not able to make it to the party last year. And he made it to so he did it again this year. And we were like, wow, what a great idea. We had glue. Oh, I love Glühwein. This Christmas, it's German. It's like some mulled wine, but it's a German mulled wine. A little bit sweet. So did you make it yourself, Sheila, or did somebody make it for you? Because I hear it's not hard to make either. It was rigged. Whatever, Ricky. You're just sad that your concoction didn't win. There's always next year, baby. You guys made a great... Thank you, Adrian. See, Ricky? Adrian is in the Christmas spirit, okay? Bitter, bitter, bitter. Those are my words for you, Ricky. You're gonna be haunted by 3 alcohol spirits tonight. All right. So this is called Jingle Juice. Now again, we rim the glasses in here for this cocktail. Just watch Auntie May. Oh, I love Aunt May. Good show. That's why you're in the spirits? All right. All right, so for Jingle Juice, you want to rim your glass. So we're going to do that first. Let me grab a glassola. A vaso. All right. And we're just going to use a little lime again. Rim the glass. Oh, wait, let me open. And you can run, there's a couple different things you can do this with. For the party, we rimmed it in grenadine and just regular sugar. It came out really good. Or I had bought this for the party and forgot it. This is the Cosmopolitan Pink Sugar Salt that I got at Total Wine. So I'm just going to rim with this. This is really good too. So I'm going to use the lime again. Just get that all on there. And in it goes. And it's very Christmas looking. Look. Isn't that pretty? And then you put it in the refrigerator and let it really congeal to the glass. So in it goes. Let me close this because I will spill it. All right, there it goes. All right, so what was Ricky's drink? Ooh. Ricky is just jealous. Thank you. See, Ricky, they all got my back. Ricky and Craig had a really good drink. I can't remember what it was though. My gosh. Was yours the whiskey one? I remember it being really good. That's why I'm like, I thought, like, Ricky and Craig's drink was really good, and Jeffrey Garza's drink was really good. I'm thinking, oh, we're not going to win. And I was like, oh my God. They like us. They really, really like us. We're going to get some ice in our shaker. There you go. Ice in the shaker. Okay, so this drink is a mix of vodka and whiskey. So it is a strong drink, but it's delicious. I would venture to say that I think Sheila might actually like this because you can't really taste the alcohol. And Sheila doesn't like alcoholic tasting alcohol. So Sheila might actually like this. We're going to do 2 ounces of vanilla vodka. And it needs to be vanilla, so you got to go out and buy some. I got the Smirnoff one. 2 ounces. Love's pure light. Pretty Carol, very pretty Carol. We need 1.5 ounces of cranberry juice. No, the cognac. That was, oh yeah. See, I thought yours was so good. Cognac, cherry cinnamon. It was really good. Apple cider cardamom. It was good. That was a good one. We need 1.5 ounces of cranberry juice. Ricky, did it have a name? Did your drink, like ours was called a Jingle Juice, did yours have a name or anything like that? 1.5 ounces of that. We're going to need 1/2 ounce of a cinnamon whiskey. So Fireball, Tennessee Fire, any of the cinnamon whiskeys. I like, Fireball's good, but I like the Tennessee Fire better. So we're going to do 1/2 ounce of our Tennessee Fire. In that goes. Oh, a little spilled in my thumb, darn. We need 1 ounce of simple syrup. Right here. 1 ounce of simple syrup. And 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. Oh, Alden, it was really good. That's why I'm like, I was so surprised when we won. It's called a winner. Well, obviously they didn't name it properly. Bitter. 1/2 ounce of the lemon juice. 1/2 ounce, all right. In it goes. And then you're going to shake it up. Sheila, but it didn't win. Sheila, you're cracking me up. All right, we're going to pull our glass out of the refrigerator, put some ice in it. Come on. All right. Ice. And you pour. It's a very pretty red color. Reddish pink. And then what we did, and I don't have them now, but we garnished it with 3 floating cranberries, and a sprig of fresh rosemary from our backyard. And they were delicious. Here you go, Jingle Juice, really good stuff. Sheila, I think you actually might like this. Yeah, because I don't taste any alcohol at all, Sheila. I taste the lemon and I taste the cinnamon. And a little hint of vanilla. So that means it's a dangerous cocktail. So, yeah. So you guys need to take this into consideration with this kind of a party that Jeffrey Garza threw. Daniel and I went first. We were the first couple to present, right? This has vodka and whiskey. Ricky's and Craig's had cognac. Another friend of ours there had something with whiskey and rum chata, so that's rum. There was another, wasn't there a cocktail that had Prosecco in it, Ricky? I mean, it was, we were definitely mixing alcohols. Yeah. It was a very fun evening. And then once we all did our presentations and we voted, we all went back and revisited the ones we wanted. Ugh. Yeah, they're very sour, Ricky. They're key limes. But they're great for margaritas. Really good for margaritas. Or for cocktails. Dinner is almost ready. That's my Instapot signaling, so now it's going to start to cool down a little bit. I made red beans and rice. Or red beans. New Orleans style red beans. So I have the beans are cooking. They're finished cooking now, so I got to let them depressurize. And then once they're depressurized, I browned up all of this andouille sausage, and at the bottom there's half a pound of bacon that I also browned up together. And I dump those into, once it's depressurized, I dump that in, start rewarming it again, stirring it together. And we add some salsa and some sour cream to it. And then rice. I'll have the rice going. Oh, it's so yummy. Especially on a chilly night like tonight. Overcast. Good stuff. Mike, what kind of, do you have a lime, like a real lime, or is ours is a key lime? Let me show you. This is how big. So this is this is like one of the bigger ones on my lime tree, but it's a key lime. Soda water with a little agave, delicious. Oh yeah, no, it's great. Okay, key lime, yeah. Ours gives constantly. Mine is flowering again. It's already got flowers on it. So, and we have a beehive in the back. We have a hive of bees that settled in by the shed, and we decided to leave them alone because they're pollinating all my trees. So yeah, there's that. I'm gonna go turn the music on real quick, you guys. It's weird. I don't know why it always times out. I'm not sure why it times out like that. Jolly old St. Nicholas. I would love to get the honey from them. The problem is they built their hive underneath one of our sheds that we have outside. So we can't get to it. We've thought about having a professional beekeeper come in and like maybe purchase like the box hives from them and have them transfer it to a box hive and keep it in our backyard. But you know, that takes money, and then in order for them to get to the hive, we have to pull the flooring off up from that particular shed. And then you have to put in new flooring. So we're just like, you know what, we'll just leave them alone. They're very docile. I can walk right up to the hive, right up to the entrance, and they just fly around me and go in and out. The dogs, Odie gave them a little bit of a problem. Now he doesn't even bother them anymore. Simon learned real quick not to bother them. And yeah, they just fly in and out, and they pollinate my fruit trees. When I had my vegetable garden, they really helped a lot with my vegetable garden. That's why I'm like, let's just leave them there. They're not bothering anybody. They're not Africanized. So I would love to get to the honey, though. Time's out because it wants a drink. There you go. True that. True that. But yeah, if I could get them into a box, then I could actually either learn myself how to take the honey and keep the hive. I just don't know if I'm allergic to bees. I've never been stung, so it would really suck to find out the hard way without a EpiPen. Or we just leave them. Like I said, we just leave them there underneath. It's not a big space, so I'm not sure how big that hive is, but I can't even imagine where they're building honeycomb, but I guess they are. Did you know that a honeybee only makes out 1 tablespoon of honey in its lifetime? Really? I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. That's why there's so many of them, right? So many. Little dreidel and made it out of clay. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. Any of my friends here are Jewish. Happy third night of Hanukkah. That kacho's good. That Jingle Juice is really good. Danielle and I have we've been drinking it since that party because we're like, that was really good, and we have all the fixings now, so we're like, let's just make some more. I thought, I'm gonna make it for you guys. So if anybody wants the, technically there's still holiday parties happening. You could have this for, New Year's. So if you guys want the recipe, let me know, or just watch the show again. But I have you can also make a large batch, like it's 6 cups of the vanilla vodka, 6 cups of the cranberry juice. I think it's 3 cups of the Fireball, the cinnamon whiskey, and then the other stuff. I can't remember off the top of my head. I have to look it up. Yeah, but they're good. They're really, really delicious. La 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 la. La 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 la. Gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Good stuff. Not a problem. I can retell you. Got a pen and paper? Because the ingredients I have here is for 1 drink. And let Bailey grab something to write with. She's probably running around the house. Go! Alright, so for your Jingle Juice, you want to take your glass, you want to rim it in either with grenadine and regular regular sugar. And it turns a really pretty red. Or if you want, you can go to Total Wines and just buy like the Cosmopolitan pre-made sugar rimming salt, which is what this is. Either one works. Rim your glass, set it aside, let it congeal. In a shaker with ice, not a lot of ice, just a little bit. You want 2 ounces of vanilla vodka. Has to be vanilla vodka. 1.5 ounces of cranberry juice. You want 1/2 ounce of your favorite cinnamon whiskey. Fireball, Tennessee Fire, whatever. There's a bunch of them out there. You want 1 ounce of simple syrup and 1/2 ounce of freshly squeezed lemon or lime juice, okay? Or both. Mine's a combination. Shake it up, pour it into your glass with ice, and you're done. You can garnish it with like fresh cranberries. We did ours with fresh cranberries and a sprig of fresh rosemary from our backyard. And it was really good. They're so tasty. And I don't taste the alcohol, so. Bum, 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 bum. Good stuff. All right, my friends. It is a quarter till. I have a puppy who is whining to get out of his crate because he's been in there for about an hour. So I give them their dinner, and he stays in there after dinner for at least 45 minutes because I have to make my dinner. Otherwise, he's tearing around the house in the backyard. But I got my Instant Pot is done. I'm letting it depressurize naturally, so I'm going to start rice and get some other things ready for my New Orleans style red beans and rice with andouille sausage. I guarantee. And yeah. So when I see you guys next Friday, it will be 2025. It'll be the first Carlos's Kitchen Cocktails of the year. And there you go. I hope everybody has a very safe New Year's. Feliz Año Nuevo, my friend. Thank you. Feliz Año Nuevo to my cousin if he's still on. Happy New Year to everybody. My beautiful sister-in-law. I'm making seafood gumbo for New... Ooh! What's your address again? I'll be there. I love seafood gumbo. Daniel makes a gumbo. He does put shrimp in it, but it's shrimp and chicken, I think. Happy. All right, you guys. I love all of you. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah to my Jewish friends. And I love all you guys. Cheers. Have a happy and safe New Year, okay? Bye.